welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Aquarius for the month of July 2021. Please keep in mind that this is an intuitive reading, so it may or may not resonate with everyone. But please do take whatever does, leave behind what does not. And if you find for any reason that this reading does not resonate with you, be sure to watch out for upcoming videos so that you can check other signs in your chart. If you like this reading, please be sure to like the video as well as subscribe to my channel. And I am also currently offering personal readings at my Etsy shop, which you can find the link for that in the description below. So I'd like to just thank you all, and we can go ahead and get started with your reading for the month of July 2021, beautiful Aquarius. So I will take in the moment to channel in and call in the spirit guides and angels for the collective sign of Aquarius. That way we can get messages of what type of energies will be present for you in the month of July 2021. And this will be a 5-card spread. The first card is going to look at your overall energy for the month of July 2021. The second card is going to look at what the theme of the month is. The third card is going to look at any challenges that will be present for the month. The fourth card is going to look at how you should respond to those challenges. And the fifth card, last but not least, will be advice from spirit, okay? I will also clarify the cards, that way we can take a just look into the meanings a little bit deeper to see, you know, if the story unfolds a little better. That way we can really clearly see what will be going on for the upcoming month. All right, and then I also will be pulling one oracle card at the end for a little bit extra clarification. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. Thank you, lovely angels and spirit guides, for the collective sign of Aquarius for the month of July 2021. So please show me, what is their overall energy for the month of July 2021, beautiful angels and spirit guides? What is the overall energy for Aquarius for this upcoming month? What is their overall energy looking like? Thank you, beautiful angels and spirit guides. Please guide me and show me clearly the overall energy for Aquarius for the month of July 2021. Okay. All right, so we have the 9 of Swords. Let's keep going. What is going to be the theme of the month for the lovely Aquarius? What is going to be the theme for the month of July 2021? Beautiful angel spirit guides, please guide me and show me clearly what the theme of the month is for the collective sign of Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. What is the theme? What is going to be the theme? Okay. We have another Swords card. 5 of Swords there. What is going to be the challenge for the month? The challenge for the month. What is going to be the challenge for the month for the sign of Aquarius? What is the challenge? Okay, we have the 4 of Wands here. And how should you respond to the challenge? We have the 4 of Swords. And what advice, lovely angels and spirit guides, do you have for Aquarius for the month of July 2021? What advice do you have? What advice do you have for them? All right. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. All right, I'm going to take one more card for this Knight of Wands to get clarity on whether or not this Knight of Wands is a person or a situation for you. We're going to get a clarifier to see if this Knight of Wands is a person or a situation for you. Okay, so another Court card will show me that this is the person currently in your life. Non-court card will tell me that this is a situation for you, okay? Some action that you may need to take that represents the Knight of Wands attributes. So let's just clarify whether or not this is a person or a situation. Thank you, beautiful angels and spirit guides. Okay, so we do have the Six of Cups, which is a non-court card. So this is, you know, letting me know that this is a situation in the position of advice. All right, so let's just take a quick look at the cards that you have. You do have mostly swords cards, which tell me that there's a lot going on with your thought processes right now in the position of your overall energy for the month of July 2021. You do have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is someone who's usually having anxiety, a little bit down and out, in their head about, you know, things not being the way they would like for them to be, or not having the expected outcome as desired. And this is something that they can't easily brush off, because as you can see, you know, she's there in her bed with these swords surrounding her, pretty much keeping her up at night. She can't even go to sleep because she's too worried about these issues that may be surrounding her. And the theme of the month is another sword card, which is the Five of Swords. And this could just be saying maybe you've had a quarrel with someone recently, and you know, it's not necessarily, you know, maybe it's not a small situation. Maybe it was blown out of proportion, or maybe it is a small situation. Whoever, you know, this other person is, or a group of people, made it bigger than what it should be. So, you know, with the Five of Swords, usually you can be on top. As you can see here, he is, you know, he's gathered the swords of the surrounding people around him, and he is standing on top. But sometimes with the Five of Swords, you also have to know when to retreat, you know. So it could be a card of being victorious and coming out on top of a battle with someone, or you can be the people in the background who, because they didn't retreat and because they chose to have this battle, they eventually lost. They were defeated. So you can be either or with the Five of Swords. And I feel like with this being paired with the Nine of Swords, it's just saying that whatever conflict you may have had with someone, maybe it's time for you to walk away from that conflict, you know. So instead of being the person that's on top and victorious, you could be the person in the background that feels defeated. But you're only defeated when you allow yourself, when you put yourself in that position to be. So remember, you always have a choice to not partake in, you know, things that's not good for you or not healthy for you. You do have that option to walk away. You do have the Four of Wands in a position of your challenge, meaning that this is you obviously are seeking some type of stability, and this is not possible. It's in a challenging position. It's not possible because you're in conflict with someone, right? So the challenge is finding that happy place and that foundation, so that you can come out on top and victorious, which means sometimes being able or being okay with walking away. You know, not all the time do we want to do that, because when we do that, we feel like we gave up. But sometimes in life, you have to realize that not all battles are worth the fight. So you need to, you know, weigh your options and just come to terms with sometimes it's okay to walk away from situations that's not serving you or that will bring you more harm than it will good. So how you will respond to this, having this, wanting this Four of Wands or having this in a challenging position, is to really just go within, you know, go within and, you know, take the time out to reflect. And you see how, like, with the Four of Wands, this guy, he's put his sword up. He chose not to go to battle, right? So his sword is rested there, you know, at the side of him, and, you know, the three swords above him. But he chose to take a break from conflict. And so this is what you need to do. You need to take a break, you know. So don't get into unnecessary quarrels or conflicts if you don't need to this month. Be the bigger person. Be that person to say, okay, I have no shame in walking away. It's not worth my energy. It's not worth my time, you know, because if you want a stable and happy surrounding or foundation for yourself, you know, you sometimes you have to bite your tongue and know when it's a good time and when not, right? So then the advice from Spirit is Knight of Wands in reverse is, you know, take a moment to slow down. You know, Knights are usually forward movement, especially the Knight of Wands. He's action oriented, he's fiery, he's enthusiastic, he's ready to always put his best foot forward, and will be the first knight to show up in a conflict situation, ready to take charge. So in this situation, it's just telling you to kind of just slow down a bit this month. Slow down. Don't be so quick to action, especially if you're looking for stability and you're looking for that concrete foundation. Know when it's time to walk away, you know, and that way too, when you do that, when you put your mind at ease by taking rest here, you have less sleepless nights. You know, you don't let those things that would normally affect you and that you would normally worry about and give you anxiety and worry, keeping you up at night. You kind of stray away from that energy when you just allow yourself to rest and take a moment, or, you know, being able to walk away from the conflict, unnecessary conflict. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and clarify these cards to see if we can dig a little bit deeper into the messages here. So beautiful angels and spirit guides for the collective sign of Aquarius, could you please clarify this Nine of Swords for me in a position of the overall theme? All right. Yeah, so you have the Emperor here, and this is, you know, taking charge, you know, being in complete control of your thoughts. So you break free from this Nine of Swords this month, you know, being the bigger person, being the leader of your own tribe, and saying, hey, you know, I don't have to partake in anything that's not good for me. So you take charge of the situation, both externally and internally, okay? Because the Emperor is all about being in control and being in power of not only himself, but his surroundings, all right? Let's clarify the Five of Swords in the position of the theme of the month. Yeah, so maybe, I feel like maybe this month there will be people around you that will try to push your buttons, and you don't have to necessarily always feel like you need to come out on top and be, you know, do tit for tat with these people. You can be the people in the background, and you can walk away, you know, from these situations and scenarios, especially if they're, like I say, they're doing you more harm than they are good. All right, so we have the Dreamer here to clarify the Five of Swords. So this could be, for some of you, this could be, you know, something that you're not used to doing, you know, being the person who walks away. You're that person who's probably up for the challenge and up for the fight and up for the conflict. But this month, let's try to take a different approach. Let's try to really, you know, hone in on, you know, changing who we are to, you know, have better outcomes, you know. So this is, you know, not, like I say, normally something you would do, because you have the Dreamer, which is the Fool. So this is a new approach, a new way of being. Like I say, normally you probably would be, hey, up for the challenge, but now it's time for you to take control of the situation and not let people control your mindset, your way of thinking, your way of acting. Now it's time for you to, you know, branch out and try something different with that and see how it works for you. All right, so let's clarify the Four of Wands in the position of challenge. Beautiful angels and spirit guides, thank you. Let's clarify the Four of Wands in a position of challenge. Yeah, so you want stability. You don't want to be this person, you know, who's tit for tat. Sometimes people, you know, they bring that out of us. And so it's kind of hard to build that concrete foundation where we can grow within ourselves, have a new way of, you know, approaching life, so that we can see the bigger picture and begin to really become who we are intended to become, right? Okay, let's clarify that Four of Wands and see why it is in the challenging position. Clarify the Four of Wands, please, for the beautiful angels, spirit guides of the collective sign of Aquarius. Let's clarify the Four of Wands, please, why it is in the challenging position. All right, so we have the Four of Wands clarified by the Four of Wands. Okay, so yeah, so you definitely want peace. You know, you want peace and contentment in your life. And right now that is a challenge for you. It came out twice, so this must really be like, you know, a focus and an intent for some of you. You're tired of the drama, you're tired of the conflicts, you're tired of the messiness, okay? So now it's just really time for you to take control. If this is what you want, then take control of it. You know, don't let other people determine, you know, how you approach life and how you respond to life. You know, take control, gain new aspects, you know, become a better you, become a new person. That way you can create a stronger and better foundation. You know, once you start to manifest and bring in a positive energies, you also attract that type of energy, you know, from other people. So that if it's time to shed, you know, the people that do bring out the Five of Swords in you, then maybe that may be the case. Then you open up, once that shedded, not only do you release yourself from anxieties and, you know, just worrisomeness at night, you know, you also bring in or make space for positive energies to flow in and positive people who can help you, you know, get that solid foundation built for yourself, okay? Now let's look at the Four of Swords. Clarify the Four of Swords in a position of how you should respond to these challenges. So I feel like, you know, yeah, some of you may feel unstable right now, like with your emotions and with your feelings about, you know, like I feel like you want to be a better person overall. Like I feel like you want to let the brighter side of yourself shine more so than the not so bright side, okay? Four of Swords in reverse. I'm sorry. Four of Swords upright clarified by the Nine of Cups, which is, you know, wish fulfillment, which is coming true. Okay, so that just shows that once you do go within yourself, you do take a moment to rest and, you know, go within and realize, you know, the things that need to be done on your end this month to help you to become that better person. I feel like it will be achievable. Like you will reach that milestone, okay, with that Nine of Swords clarifying that. So that peace that going within is definitely going to show a different side of you that you maybe even didn't know. Well, you knew was there, but you probably have a hard time expressing. But I feel like that's the happier, you know, part of you. And once you embrace that and acknowledge that side of yourself, then everything else will follow suit, you know, in regards to what type of energies and what type of people you bring or you attract to yourself. All right. So let's clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. Clarify the Knight of Wands in the reverse in a position of advice from Spirit. Yeah, so you have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so once you slow down and you're not so quick to action, the Ace of Swords gives you clarity. Okay, you overcome your obstacles and, you know, have renewed faith that everything will work out, and you'll still be able to remain objective, but in a different way, right? So you'll be objective, but more so in a sense of thinking logically, as opposed to thinking in a way that starts conflict, right? So you learn how to become the bigger person in the picture. So I think that, you know, overall, and then as an underlier, you also do have, of this deck, you have the Hermit, which is also going within. So I think whatever conflicts does arise in the month of July 2021, you just want to not let them get the best of you, you know, not let it over worry you or over stress you, keeping you up at night. You definitely want to learn how to take a different approach. You want to be the emperor in the situation. You want to say, okay, I would normally do it like this, but I'm switching things up and I'm going to do it like this now, you know, and, you know, just really taking a new stance on who you need to become in order to have a Four of Wands, two Four of Wands, which 8, which is moving forward also, and just really honing in on who you are capable of becoming when you stand in your own power and not let those who are around you kind of push you to act or be a certain way. You know, you don't always have to be that person that's up for the fight and up for the challenge. Sometimes it's okay to retreat, take a step back and say, okay, how I would normally act is not working for me. So let me take a different approach. Let me start fresh. Let me embrace a different side of me that I, you know, haven't got to know. And, you know, that way you can have a wish fulfillment moment and you can be that person who you know you are capable of being, and you'll have clarity on, you know, everything else that comes up in your life. Everything will, you know, start to make sense, and you'll still be able, like I say, to be objective, but in a different way. You know, you'll learn how to take a different approach to things. So now I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. And with this, we will just see what messages your spirit guides and angels have for you that you may need to hear for the month of July 2021. Just to feed a little bit more into this message here for today. Okay, so let's just get an oracle card pulled. We have Winged Unicorn, purity, and it says miracles. My pure heart is radiant with the light of the miraculous. Okay. You are an old soul. Protect your heart and mind from negative thinking, fear of anxiety by affirming the loving relationship with the divine that protects, guides, and assists you in all ways. You will pursue your goals with more joy and brilliance as you allow yourself to imagine beautiful possibilities rather than being bogged down in overly earthbound thinking. Be practical, but be inspired by possibility. Replenish your mental and emotional energies with some playtime. Winged Unicorn also brings a divine message of forgiveness for yourself and for others. Trust that the universe takes care of all beings and helps every soul learn their lessons. So yeah, so you definitely want to protect your heart and mind from negative thinking. You want to protect it from this Nine of Swords here, where you're, you know, analysis paralysis. You're overthinking. You're being kept up at night because, you know, fear of the worst, or having this, you know, internal battle or even external battle of conflict, you know, with yourself or others. Okay. So you just need to learn how to let go, you know. It's okay to like not be the person, you know, or it's okay to be the person who walks away. So you are definitely being guided to do that, to let go of, you know, all fears and anxiety, all right? Taking a different approach, embracing a lighter, brighter side of yourself, straying away from conflict, you know, whether it's caused by you or by others, right? So that is going to be your reading, beautiful Aquarius, for the month of July 2021. I really do hope this reading resonated with at least some of you. If not, like I mentioned, please be sure to check your other signs. Watch out for those videos as well. And until next time, thank you and bye-bye.